Sitting on the heels at the back of the mat, we're going to start by tilting the head backwards and then forwards. Now turn the head side to side. And now we're going to create a semicircle with the head, looking towards one shoulder and then the other. This time we're going to repeat the semicircles facing upwards. Now we're going to bring the left arm behind the back and interlocking the fingers. Inhale through the nose, and as you exhale through the mouth, tilt the head sideways, bringing the right ear towards the right shoulder. Keep the gaze forward. This will help release any tension in the neck and shoulder area. Keeping the hands in this position, we're going to do a full circle with the head. Now we will repeat the stretch on the other side, so this time we'll bring the right arm behind the back. Inhale and exhale, tilt the head, bringing the left ear towards the left shoulder. Let's make a full circle with the head. Keeping the fingers interlocked, extend both arms behind the back, pushing the chest forward, and slowly lower the chest towards the ground. Lift the arms behind you as high as you can, keeping the arms straight. Slowly release. Inhale, circle the arms above the head, and once again, lower the chest towards the ground, coming into child's pose. Reach the arms forward towards the top of the mat, feeling a nice and gentle stretch in the shoulders. From there, we're going to come up in all fours position, rounding the back as we come up and then arching the back, lowering back down to child's pose. We'll repeat this 2 more times. Now come back in all fours position, making sure the hands are directly underneath the shoulders. Inhale, arch the back, and exhale, round the back, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhale, arch the back, lift the head, and exhale, round the back. Let's do it 1 more time. Now moving on to our wrist stretches, place hands, palms facing down and fingers pointing towards you. We're going to slowly start shifting our weight in a circular motion in a clockwise direction. Now repeat going in an anti-clockwise direction. Now let's place hands with palms facing up, fingers are still pointing towards you, and we're going to hold the stretch. Make sure that the elbows are locked, and always listen to your body. If you feel the stretch is too much, take a moment and rest. Now let's move on to the next exercise. We're going to start in all fours position. Knees are directly under your hips and hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to extend the right leg behind Lower the leg onto the floor and then lift as high as you can, keeping the leg straight throughout the exercise. Make sure you are lifting and lowering your leg with control. Do not kick the leg behind you. Now we're going to lift the left arm and right leg at the same time. Make sure abdominals are engaged, and let's hold the arm and leg parallel to the floor. Slowly lower, and let's repeat with the other leg. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arm and leg, and let's rest for a few breaths into child's pose. Now begin to round the spine, push the hips forward into Cobra, and slowly lower the chest onto the mat. Extend the arms over the head, and we're going to start by lifting the right arm and left leg off the floor, and then switch, lifting left arm, right leg. This is a variation of the Pilates swimming exercise, which targets on strengthening your lower back. Keep going, lifting opposite arm and leg, and then switch. Take a second to rest. Extend arms over the head once again. This time we'll lift our head and chest off the mat, and simultaneously bending the elbows to bring the arms in a cactus position. Do not be tempted to lift your legs off the floor, only lift the head and the chest. For our next move, we will lift the arms, head, chest, and legs off the mat. Circle the arms to the side, bringing the shoulder blades towards each other and palms facing each other. Lower onto the floor, and let's repeat. For the last one, we're going to hold the pose, keeping the head, chest, and legs lifted. Make sure legs are straight. Slowly lower onto the mat. Take a second to rest. Now place the forearms onto the mat, elbows are at shoulder distance. Lift the chest and keep your gaze forward. From there, we're going to try to extend the arms and bend again, coming into Sphinx pose. We're going to repeat a few more times. If this feels too much on your back, just remain in Sphinx pose with elbows bent. Breathe in and out. Now bring the hands under the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Lift the chest up. Roll the shoulders back and keep them down. Lower the chest onto the floor and push up, transferring your weight back, coming into child's pose. Once again, let's come into all fours position to do thread the needle pose. Slide the left arm underneath the right arm with palm facing up, bringing the shoulder onto the mat and resting your left ear and cheek onto the mat. Reach the right arm to the top of the mat, breathe in and out. Pressing through the right hand, let's come out of the pose. Let's repeat onto the other side, this time sliding the right arm, placing the right ear and cheek onto the mat. Release, coming back into all fours position. This time, we are going to walk our hands forward, bringing the chest towards the mat, whilst keeping the hips directly on top of the knees. Place the forehead onto the mat, and on the exhale, try to bring the chest closer to the ground. Slowly release, walking the hands back. Come seated onto the heels. Inhale, circle the arms over the head. Exhale, bring arms to the side and lower the chest towards the mat into child's pose. Keeping arms by the side, let's just take a few moments to relax. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you have a great day ahead.